He said, I could have Eclipse over the Ghost Blade. If I wanted to go Ghost Blade, I should have just done that and then gone Black Cleaver second. So I'll be interested to see if he
something. His energy is very far up here. There is no cleanse. I think FBI is probably dead.
Okay, he tries to pop the Ghost, but the follow-up there with the Grand Entrance after the Twisted Advance means that Turtle should be getting the money for this one. There it is, first blood on the Jinx.
And things going well for TSM again, back-to-back days.
Yeah, that early game looking all right for him.
Ultimate from Jinx cross map. This is going to be gone. And okay, they're going to look for it anyway.
Boogie wants it. They throw out the Nature's Grasp and they're ready to follow it up here with a quick. This Chime is low and he's about to drop first, but Insanity's kiting back away from Contracts. Palafox here with a chase. Chime escapes with 100 HP. Haunter goes all out. The follow-up's there on
Turtle's
FBI.
here.
And Haunter takes him down. Turtle's ready to get excited. And TSM's already found two. Dokla wants Haunter, but he'll take Insanity out first. Haunter stays alive just barely. The health bars of the
push there from Jinx because they didn't want to give up those free plates to Wild Turtle, who's already very far ahead of the curve. But meanwhile, top lane, Emilio carried later on. I don't think that the front line is nearly as good, though, and that can be problematic as TSM looking for a fight here.
Yep, Chime's ready to swoop in to try to help Boogie. They want to turn it around on Contract. Super Mega Death, Rocket, and Wild Turtle's ready to pop off. Dokla has to disengage with the Dominus, and TSM.
And if this one goes the way it's going, TSM about to push them down to 1-5 and move above, kind of judging it based on the expectation Ruby would be with the team.
Well, Chime had to use the Grand Entrance to get back over the wall so that Energy couldn't collapse on him. TSM going after this third Drake. They want to force it down before Energy's able to contest. Contract's thinking about a Vault Breaker, but the Drake's already low. Nature's Grasp has been fired off, and now Chime's ready to lock down the enemy top laner. Dokla's going to die before he can do much of anything. Super Mega Death Rocket goes in, and the Croc goes down. Finally, Energy gets one back, making it a 1-for-1, but Turtle's ready to pop off. He's on a rampage, and Ignar gets away. Still a 2-for-1 trade, plus the Drake over to TSM. Boogie, though, nice charm from Palafox to take him out and make it an even trade. 2-for-2.
Yeah, good job by Palafox getting one back, but again, it's just more and more in the favor here of TSM. If you give up a Mountain Soul as a Vi-Ari, pick-based comp, it is not going to be looking good. You need to be getting those burst kills. They were able to knock down Insanity pretty quickly at the start of this one, and Palafox may have just found another, and he did. Marking Dokla right now. Energy looks like they may be trying to go for Haunter here, but they are being spotted. Boogie's just going to go.
Boogie wants to engage, but now they want to turn it back around in the tree. Contracts popping that stopwatch I was talking about as Boogie gets back away, and now the Nature's Grasp is unleashed. A teleport came out from Palafox, and all it was an early gift in the team fight. The carry on Energy just gives his life away. The soul is gone, and
spotted. He does have vision on this Baron, but Insanity is hunting for him and has spotted him now. So just send Chime over the wall, chase him out, finish the Baron. But Ignar and Dokla are arriving. This is going to get a bit awkward.
Energy wants to fight it. Baron secured by the side of TSM. Dokla here on the front line, soaking the damage for now. Turtle's excited. 1 down, 2 down. Are they going to find the third? Ignar with a flash away as Insanity, stays on the chase here, looking for Contracts. Chime and the rest of TSM cut him off. Doesn't look like it quite yet. Palafox goes in now. Energy wants to fight again, but they're still only in a 3v4. I'm not really sure what's going on here as Palafox cannot even kill Turtle. Energy is in full desperation mode, and TSM's just farming money off it.
Yeah.
Ignar tries to get out. Insanity's going to run him
off him, try to make something happen. Unfortunately, you're fighting through the Maokai. He's going to get peeled up. He's going to get... You kill him there, it's still not really worth it because you're giving 2 over for just the 1. And Palafox now trying to find another pick here on a Turtle. Great sidestep from Turtle.
Great counterattack from Chime. The Super Mega Death Rocket's not even needed because Insanity guns down Palafox. The enemy carry's gone. FBI trades one back, but then immediately falls himself. And TSM is going to chase them all the way to hell. Dokla's the only man left. He wants the burst on Turtle, but can he find it? Not quite yet. Chime with a stasis to survive. Turtle lives with under 100 HP, and I think TSM just won the game.
Yeah, they did it. Insult to injury. Dokla can't finish anybody off there. Those blinking health bars will stay alive, and TSM will get another win this week. Back-to-back games with the mid lane Graves, with the Jinx, and with Turtle popping off.
Energy will drop to 1-4. TSM will rise to 3-2. A 26.5-minute game. They played it well and they played it fast. TSM 70-5 take the win.
Your max health against solo if he doesn't build MR. So I don't know. I just love Golden Guardian's draft. We're gonna have to send it to the casters though to get us in the game.
Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome back. It's time to hit Make sure that Ken B isn't coming up here trying to punish the Croc for the early control over the top side. Now, do they actually want to go for the dive
Yeah,
here?
they're going.
River's going to start it off with the Arctic Assault. Buffering through it with Licorice's stun. Solo tried to flash away back underneath the turret. Had to be a flash from Licorice. Worse when they have this extra early power, and it doesn't look like anybody from IMT is going to be ready to deal with them. So there it is. Golden.
You know what you're going to get. It is interesting how much River is going top, really trying to keep the Orin behind. We'll see if they can make it happen here.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to get him. There it is. Glacial Prison.
On top side. This is going to be a TP out towards mid, but Golden Guardian's not going to be contested here. River should be able to secure this. Now they're going to TP in.
He's got the Magnet Storm. They followed up the Glacial Prison. They wanted to go after Treats, but he disengages. Kenvy's stuck here in the front, and he's already down. The Orin Horn sounds off, and it hits two. But where's the follow-up? Treats now dies. They try to find an Inferno multi. Finally, a little bit of damage back onto the Golden Guardians line with Solo here in the middle, and Gory and Huhi looking to disengage. Stixay and Licorice are down. Kenvy and Treats are down. A 3v3 remains, and Balulu's looking to lead the way with Gory now going to get popped. And Immortals will win the fight 3-2.
Tactical, it's been a Aphelios for him kind of time and time again.
Yeah.
And when you think back to most of the big moments for Immortals this split, it is him taking over.
Well, Kenvy now has to be concerned because Golden Guardians looking to stop him from taking his own red. Huhi and River are leading the way. Balulu nearly killed back in mid lane. Kenvy has to use the ulti to try to continue the disengage, but Stixay puts an arrow in his back. Golden Guardians gonna find the kill there, but now they gotta be careful. Stixay's down below 100 HP. Gory's made his rotation over. A double kill back to Stixay. Tactical, nicely done there. Trying to use the Calibrum to tag another target. This turret, Gory putting pressure on the bottom tier 1 instead. Golden Guardians with that are going to claim the first turret.
Far enough away that'll snap back to you if you're going to walk back in for a little bit of poke. Now the engage.
Nice engage. They want to go after Stixay, but does Tactical have the damage to burst him out? There's Kenvy swooping in. He's going to grab the shutdown. Immortals, they utilize target. Stixay's dead for 20 seconds, and the Drake is live in 15.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough one to fight. Some trouble potentially in these fights.
And remember, there's no ulti on Rakan, Aphelios, or Wukong. So even though they got the kill on Stixay, they don't want to fight until those are back up and ready to utilize again. Tactical and Treats, nice sidestep there, getting away from Accelerated Shock Blast. As Immortals continues to exfiltrate, but Treats has been caught. Licorice taking a kill. Not what Immortals wanted there. You got to be careful, man. You know Golden Guardians is prowling around looking for something.
I mean, he literally just sidestepped the shock, the crash down. There wasn't really a window for him to get out, and then during all that, River stacks up the passive.
Oh no, Tactical instantly drops and Treats right next to him. That was clean.
First build. So it's really all on Tactical, which makes the job pretty easy, I think, for Golden Guardians to just throw everything at him.
Gory getting caught out now. Balulu, he might not have a max damage build, but he's got more than enough to kill a Jace that's
You can see this pink ward on the minimap, as well as a ward over there. So a lot of wards to TP2.
Yeah.
This one's early, but they can just go on Licorice. That was...
Licorice is ready to try to enter the fight. Kenvy popping the ulti here nice and early. The Baron's down to 3K, but now they're ready to fight. Treats is killed as soon as he tries to go in. He drops the Magnet Storm on 2. Kenvy has to pop that stasis to stay alive as Licorice looks for Tactical, but he won't find enough damage just yet. Solo with a re-engage right back on the river, and Tactical has the damage. Golden Guardians are in trouble, and the Orin Horn sounds off. Flash from Licorice and Stixay both to try to keep themselves away as Solo continues pushing forward. Balulu right beside him. They want Stixay. You take out the Varus, there's not a whole lot of damage left. Licorice still prowling around looking here. Tactical goes forward, using that Gale Force. Keep in mind, he's got the lockdown there. But Stixay beautifully fired back, takes Solo out. Gory and Huhi coming around from behind. Golden Guardians punish Immortals and wipe them off the map.
What a scrappy fight. It looked like that was going to be Immortals.
It's going to do like 80 whole damage.
Yeah, I mean, may as well. You know the game is pretty doomed. End up really punishing them. Now trying to take this dragon here. There is flashback for Tactical, so they're just going to try to make something happen.
Chains of Corruption hits Solo. He's immediately dead. The tank is already gone, and Gory's coming around from the flank. Magnet Storm locks down everybody as Licorice flies over the wall with the Dominus, and Immortals are crushed. Triple kill to Stixay's Varus. GG.
Yeah, that should probably really shred through tanks. You wouldn't think of like this AP on hit Varus as being a tank killer. It is. It absolutely will destroy you. And there's not really much MR position. He has no flash, but he has the safety of that mythic completed now. So Golden Guardians 13K ahead, 25 minutes in. They are on the march.
Sometimes your win condition is just shoring up the only possible loss condition.
Yep.
And now Immortals are stuck in such an unplayable position here in the game as Golden Guardians knock down that first tier 3 turret in the top side. They're going to look for tier 3 in mid next. Licorice has control over that wave. Solo's ready to summon up the Ornhorn here. They're going after Stixay. They do a lot of damage, and they manage to take him out, but they're already going to lose their jungler in return. Shut down over to Tactical. He's got to do a lot more work. Licorice pops the Dominus, continues running forward. Now they're going to turn their focus over onto Balulu as Tactical falls back towards the fountain. He'll be the last man standing. A quadra kill over to Gory. Tactical gets out. Get kill for Gory of the Golden Guardians. The ace will be the end of the game.
What a way to close it out. Gory comes up huge. They do take down Stixay, but it is the Jace in the mid lane that makes them pay. 5 kills, all in his pockets. Another win will go their way.
Golden Guardians with a 15,000 gold lead at 26 minutes, 23-10. They'll take.
She's like convincingly like nerfed, so I mean he's playing for wins, and I respect that.
Right, yeah. Isaac, what are the? I see you've got the patch notes up there.
In a team fight in mid game, or like early mid game, and they'll just be winning, and it just doesn't feel.
If they're winning early, they win, and if they're losing early, they also win.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Is it
on
just
that wall and kind of controlling bot side and diving bot, but they just use their ultimate.
So hold on, Quid's getting jumped on now. Blabber shows up here in the mid lane. C9 looking to grab this kill, and there it is. It's hammer time. M&S. First blood.
Okay. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen because 100 Thieves has a really good comp with all the items, but yeah, that's it.
looks like
Nature's grasp fired off. They got Fudge here in the front of everybody. They're looking to dogpile Cassante, but Sven's grabbed the kill on Busio, and C9 are firing right back. A little bit more damage coming out of Decimating Smash, but it won't get there. Huhi the Prophet just called it. A double kill for Yuumi of all people. Berserker picks up another one, and C9 just painted the river red with 100 Thieves. Taking a massive chunk out of everybody. M&S going to grab the first turret of the game here in the side lane.
Be able to push like this and come group up, poke, and get all the objectives they want. This is why like Jace
ramp up. They're going to get a free tier 2 as well with the Herald. So even more of a gold lead now. They're already 4K, make it 5. Right? There's been so many fast games, and they were looking at game time around the world, and LCS is not even faster than some of the other leagues. So it's Lily and Blabber here is behind him. Someday is here, but there's all of C9. They're going to go for the dive.
Yeah, Sion's normally pretty tanky. He tried to use the ulti there to grab a little bit of CC. He clears out the wave enough. Now C9 does have to be a bit careful. Yeah, Quid's coming around from the side, but Blabber's ready to lock him down. The Nico's got to be careful as the Yuumi ulti finds everybody. Quid's going to get the ulti off, but he dies already to Berserker. Fudge leads the charge, and Tofo strikes, brings him right back. And it's Berserker knocking him down. A double kill back over to the Zeri. And he ain't done yet. Chases the rest of 100 Thieves away. And now C9 saying, all right, Baron. That's the play.
Yeah, it's Baron o'clock. Nice engage there from Blabber. Did not buy for a second that it wasn't Quid. I think he had the idea.
He will read the map, even as an AD carry, because I saw it, and he was the first one who backed it up.
Yeah, so we can see this one more time. There's the TP coming in.
Rift until the soul spawns.
And this game is tough, right? Because, oh, we're going to see a pick.
Nice engage coming out. M&S caught 100 Thieves. Finally getting a shutdown. It's not enough to
bring. Gory got so strong, and it's like you can't ignore Stixay. You have to take out the AD. But, you know, if you go for one, the other's shredding you. Yeah. I mean, it's Wukong ult, Nico ult, and Rakan ult all spent. So how would you ever get to Zeri at that point? He's kind of just farming, and it felt like the game was really over before he's really been able to get involved.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the kind of game, if I'm the shot caller on 100, some miracle can happen.
And I mean, that's probably a pretty big aspect of this, I would assume. Hold on, we don't even have time to talk about it. Double It's ulti keeps him alive for an extra second. Closer popping the clone. Over the wall comes M&S. Double It's down. Busio's down. C9 has lost their jungler, but the pace continues. Berserker setting off the bomb on these guys. Triple kill back over to M&S. Only someday still standing, but the day's today, and it's Cloud9's day for another dub. They're going to go up to 5-0, 26 minutes into this one. There wasn't a kill until 11:45, and at 26:30, C9's gonna knock down these Nexus turrets. They're gonna take down this Nexus. Berserker never died. Sven never died. Nerf him again and again and again and again and again, and Zeri and Yumi's always gonna come back. C9 keeps the win streak alive. 12-3, almost 13. They're gonna take down 100 Thieves.
Man, that burst from Zeri onto Quid was...
These two top laners in scrims. Once again, scrim bucks, you know, so take it with a grain of salt. That this is potentially a matchup between the two best top laners in the league. Just based on...
Santorin, Smite fights with Pioshik. Here we go.
1200. 900. It's a 600 smite. Oh, Santorn's the one that wins out on top of it. And then all out from Rich forces Summit to be separated momentarily from Pioshik. And Santorn, he doesn't have Glacial Prison yet, but they have enough damage and they take him out for first blood. And Dignitas are going to try to run Pioshik down. He gets Glacial Prison, forces Pioshik to flash away.
Oh, that dang anti-shield speed up. Pioshik does have ultimate, but no flash, as you mentioned in the last one. And taking the flash off of Wukong does, greatly.
Like Pioshik and Core JJ are not going to get much off of it unless if they just want to commit the crash. But now Jan is left to his lonesome on the bottom side of the map. He has Featherstorm to play with, and the teleport is coming in. He will get reinforcements from Harry, and they outplay it. They take out Santorin, and now Diamond's on.
Crash of the Rift Tail to get a bunch of turret plates on top side. While they didn't kill the Cassante, they forced him out. Harry's chasing for more. Got to be a little careful here.
Oh, and Tomo just wanting to greet for the kill into Harry. Oh, maybe he might have enough lifesteal. It's a 1-for-1 trade. And now this game is starting to heat.
One more. Here we go.
Oh, but Diamond has flash advantage on a flashless Yawn here. The Magna Storm and the Crash Down isn't enough damage. They should be able to take him out. And Tomo gives him the silencing blow. Core JJ is now on the run. The Moonlight Vigil still available, but Pioshik does have flash and Cyclone. And all Diamond has to do is just buy time for Tomo to get out. He doesn't have any summoner spells. A second cast of Cyclone and the bonk on the back end of it. My goodness.
They have some power behind that shockwave. The rank 1 is pretty pitiful, but rank 2 here definitely starts to get a
Now
lot.
they're just trying to look for bot lane prio to set up for that oncoming dragon.
All right, Diamond wants some.
Cyclone on a Diamond. They have Summit TPing early. He's not Mega, but he is mini form. We'll see how much damage he can do on the left side of this flank. Tomo's completely separated, but now they're pincering into this tiny choke point. Summit is forced to hop away and flash. Can he get out alive? The heal will keep himself a little bit of movement speed, but Dignitas should be able to run him down unless he gets a couple more auto attacks. He's running away in. Rich goes down the Team Liquid's backline. Now Summit goes Mega. He throws Santorn into the wall. That's the double kill for Yawn. And Team Liquid turn this fight around. The Shockwave gets a little bit of damage on the back.
Okay, Harry's coming from base, though.
And this looks difficult for Dignitas. Tomo is working with one summoner spell. The dragon has already been bursted out. And Team Liquid, they just have to walk on out. Dignitas going to try to catch them.
Well, they want to delay for mid-turret because they've got White Gun Aphelios on mid-turret. Yeah, there you go. So they just want to delay.
I'm genuinely surprised in how close this game has been as Santorin looks for the Glacial Prison. Jan trades it with the Featherstorm. That's ult for ult. Shockwave not quite used yet. They're holding this position. Pioshik opens up with Cyclone. Tor JJ right on top of Tomo. Charmed up with the quickness. The grand entrance means that he ain't going.
Ultimate. So Harry saw where those came from and then nailed him with the Annie's Tibber, and they completely blew him up while he was
for the other team.
Yeah, these ones definitely much more close, especially with Dig being able to get this tower in the red quadrant of the jungle, and with the Rift Trail, they will be able to secure mid tower as well.
Not letting him go. Summit is now coming on the left side of the flank. Rich is just dedicating his job to keeping Yawn out of this fight. So let's see how much damage can Team Liquid get without Yawn. And it looks like they're just doing a damn good job already. Not really needing Yawn as he finally flashes in for the cleanup. They eviscerate Dignitas.
Core JJ sees the angle. He goes straight. So then Summit's like, okay, no flash on Tomo. I see them both against the wall. Jensen and Tomo, both carries, nails them, and even
first portion of it, and then just followed through, committing flash and Gale Force. Oh, but now Core JJ might be in trouble. Yawn tries to bail him out, but he is eviscerated, and Tomo is going right onto Yawn's face. He takes him out by himself. That's a 1v2 practically for Tomo. Can they scoop this one out? It's a huge Mega Gnar scoop up by Summit, but it's not enough damage, and now Pioshik is the only man left standing from Team Liquid.
Tomo stands up huge on the Aphelios. Is it enough? Pioshik.
That haunted them in spring is early game was always great, but then they could not find a way to close out the mid-game. They find an engage on the Diamond, but Magna Storm is huge on the 3. Can they capitalize? Moonlight Vigil gets a huge chunk, takes out Pioshik. Summit's about to go Mega. Does he want to leap back in? He flashes forward. He scoops on up, and one of the members of Dignitas, Santorn, is taken alive, but Yawn is forced to flash away. The Featherstorm Rich with the 3rd Q, and then the Tomo strikes, catches him, and clips him out. That's the backliner gone for Team Liquid. Harry's the only damage left alongside Summit, but there's still a jungle advantage and a smite advantage for Dignitas.
Yeah, and Baron just arrived, or just got started up here. Santorn's kind of low, but they don't care. They're going to be able to force that one quickly.
You know, Dignitas are showing up today.
This is a fight at the top of the table. Things while Jensen in the back line doing the kind of off-screen Orianna work there. with the Orianna ball, adding the extra support for the chase down.
Yeah, both Jensen and Tomo were in great pockets. After Tomo had the burn both by the assassination of Harry and Yon, they force him away. They're going to have to defend this top side, though.
Yeah, he almost gets taken out, but then he is Cassante.
Summit, he didn't get a chance to go Mega! He gets popped by Rich like a balloon! And now Santorin and the rest of Dignitas have a man advantage to keep this Baron push alive.
Oh my goodness, Rich Cassante still delivers. Dignitas, they want to leave this base in ruins. Annie Tibbers, that's another 50 gold, thank you very much.
What a massive swing for Dignitas. And now they're just going to try to go for the end here. If they take out Harry, there's only 3 members left from Ding Liquid. It's 2 inhibitors gone. They have 2 empowered cannon minions as well with the Baron buff.
They're gonna keep on pushing. Blue Gun Aphelios wiping the waves, 14 seconds on Summit.
Someone would have to go huge here. Yon and Core JJ, they're playing it briskly, but it's a huge Cyclone Featherstorm combo. Core JJ starts it all off, and Piotrek has a stopwatch to keep himself alive. Simon looking for the engage. He gets popped by Jensen, but it's traded out by Yon, looking for the triple, and Summit is just gonna teleport in. He's gonna keep and corral Rich and Jensen, but Rich at least separates Summit away from him with the all-out. How does he keep doing this with Cassante? Rich is a beast on this champ. Guys, we should.
Rich is really good with it too, okay?
Yeah.
There are 2 things that are both true.
Accelerate to its full potential by Rich. I think going forward, teams are going to have to put a lot more respect on this guy when that champion is available, because he has been single-handedly keeping Dignitas alive. There's been great wombos from Dignitas on the back of it, but Rich has been the clutch maker as they look for one more engage. Poor JJ gets a nice grand entrance on the backside of it, and they're trying to take out Jensen. Summit scoops him on up, and Jensen's gone. Poor JJ gets traded on out, but Tomo's still alive, and he's firing right off back. Yon and Harry are the only ones left standing, but they have to deal with the frontline Rich on top of Tomo and Diamond.
And it's a triple for Tomo. Nice kiting there on the Aphelios. Nobody able to lock him down. Now he's got red, white guns, Diamond.
And Yon looking for the cleanse, the Featherstorm. Does he look for one more? The Gale Force forward. Rich looks for the Tofa strikes, but Yon flashes it.
Gold lead technically, but their base is in ruins, and they've got to defend their inhibitors, so no way you can go contest.
But Dignitas are really pulling out all the stops, maintaining that they can still take on some of the best teams in the league, as the Baron cannot aggressively walk forward.
Yeah, hard to wave clear for them, so Dignitas can just use that slow pressure to their advantage. Just work your way around the base. Bottom, mid inhibitor, then rotate up to top. Once you get all 3, big bonus of pressure. Whoa, they're actually just gonna go straight onto the Nexus turret. Summit gets chunked out. He's a mini Gnar, really far away from the big engage.
Santorin's trying to mark poor JJ on the Summit is about to go Mega. Rich is looking for some damage and a knockup, but Summit now has access to Mega Gnar form. But he doesn't have flash, so he can't get in range quite yet. He's advancing forward. Core JJ looks for the grand entrance, but it's a flash out from Jensen. And now Team Liquid have to back on up. Santorin threw out the Glacial Prison for the slow. Rich is charging up that third Natofa strike. Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Team Liquid are doing everything they can to defend this Lax Nessus turret from going down. The third Natofa strike clips Yon, and he's got a Featherstorm, but he doesn't have a flash. This could be the end for Team Liquid. Dignitas, but Tomo gets clipped out. Team Liquid, if they just survive, they can withstand the hold. They can withstand the base. Rich is doing everything he can to clip this win for Dignitas. Jensen is putting a lot of damage to the backline, but Team Liquid survive. Piotrek is the only one that goes down.
He has teleport. I guess Rich is recoiling right now.
Okay. A second flank attempt, but this time it's Harry, and Rich is TPing back in. Harry, you got to be careful about this one. That is a very tanky Cassante, and it's Rich's Cassante. The flash crash down from Diamond. The Magna Storm locks up Harry, but Yon, the fellow rookie, is with his back all the way through to make sure Harry doesn't go down. They clip out Diamond, and
TL's still fighting!
Jensen gets taken out by Summit. This is a banger, baby. Magna Storm available. Diamond does not have flash though, so he can't look for the engage. Piotrek just goes for the flash, Cyclone engage, right onto Jensen. Santorin peels right on back. Piotrek receives a lot of burst damage, but they take out the front line immediately. But Rich has dealt with Harry into the back line, and he's going for the game end. Rich, can he finish the game by himself? He's got the footwork, but Yon takes him out. Moonlight Vigil, not enough damage. Yon is still alive. He's taking out one by one. The GA pop. Jensen can walk up potentially, but Yon has to deal with 2 threats. He takes over the Grand Entrance. Jensen gets
lane phases, you can maybe find some kills with your junglers, and then the mid to late game, having the ball in their hands.
So what used to be the reason behind this counter is it's really easy for Alistar. Are their minions matching here? Anyways, he doesn't care about giving vision, but because of it, Spica is going to be able to get...
Man.
We're not going to spoil it. We've got a big wombo. Oh, and it's coming mid.
Hey, the lights turned out, the pop-up Blossom, and Team Ayla is on the board with
part
first
of the
blood.
plan, okay? All part of the plan.
Gravy, and then kind of got scapegoated.
So he
It's like,
escaped.
he got out.
Well, can Team Vulcan escape this one? Armeo's already popped the lights here, but they know where exactly Armeo is. He's going to dive right onto Spica, gets the stride breaker and walks away, buys some space. Revenge is teleported in alongside Impact, but Impact is completely separated, all out. But it is the Nature's Wrath for Spica that locks down Revenge, and that gives a nice advantage over to FlyQuest. Armeo's able to steal the dragon, flashes away.
Multiple flank engages under the guise of a Nocturne ultimate.
Speaking of which, Paranoia right onto the top side, and Vikla is gone.
Beautiful chain right there from Revenge on Impact. Impact doesn't even get his unstoppable ultimate off. Armeo comes in, or excuse me, wrong solo laner.
He was in the top lane.
FlyQuest are slowly burning down the dragon.
See if they can find a way in. Armeo and Revenge are trying to work together to get into the river, but...
Revenge might be in a bad spot here. Armeo turns out the lights, but the Nature's Wrath is going to cut them all forward. Huge knockup from Vulcan. Can Jojo Pyun cut him off on the right side of the flank? Yes, he can, but Vikla flashes out away, and Prince cleans them up. And Evil Geniuses are on the run. FlyQuest are up on the board.
Big Vulcan reacting to the situation, and the rest of FlyQuest now.
Oh, Ayla with the Magna Storm into the crash down, but it gets popped before anyone else from Team Evil Geniuses can look for a turnaround. Jojo Pyun with the Pop Blossom finally finds some burst damage, and Vikla is the first one to go. And Revenge this time around finds the all-out on the Prince, and they wipe the floor on the FlyQuest for the honorable sacrifice of
This is
Ayla.
a misstep by Ayla. Not only goes in a little bit ahead of the rest of the team, but kind of gives them an escape going with the crash down.
Should be in their favor.
FlyQuest making a good call, though. They just want to trade the other side of the map. Vikla does get the outer trade on top turret for the Jace for isolated gold. So at least they're able to get something.
Came out of nowhere, and that's where EG's comp can really pick you apart by turning the lights off, disguising as minions and things like this. So
Not wanting to let them get any sort of trade while EG hold the advantage, and so they force the recalls off of Fly. My tower's not, though.
we'll end up losing the turret, but I thought for sure EG was going to get a little more aggressive there and use some of their ultimates to actually find that kill. All 5 members of EG still have their ults up. I felt like any one person could have actually found that kill if they were a little more aggressive.
Good stalling there.
Dicey start. They're trying to find the flank. You can see Jojo pretending to be Rel over the wall while the
That Baron's actually gone, though. What the heck? That is burned.
They jump right on the Jojo Pyun, and Jojo Pyun, oh no, it doesn't even get to use the Pop Blossom. FlyQuest are now playing with the man advantage, but Ayla and Revenge are doing great work with Armeo, as they've already taken out Prince. And they just now have to deal with Vikla. It's just a bunch of meatballs, but they can surely walk through them, as the meatballs are actually doing a lot of work onto Armeo, but they found Vikla, and with Unforgiven, the lone marksman player, he is the one that can shred through the front line of FlyQuest.
What a crazy fight there from EG. They get the Baron, and then because they're focusing down on the side of
All by himself here. Maokai ultimate
Oh my God.
can't actually peel the Nocturne. And Armeo...
Nothing is acquired by FlyQuest.
I know that looks really bad. I don't actually hate it because the side of EG was collapsing, and if Impact ults in and you have the whole team speeding up there, Jojo Pyun with his ultimate would probably be able to stall it out long enough, even if you found that kill. He does have stopwatch, and so it would take long enough that I think EG would find those kills and potentially end the game, given that they still have Baron buff temporarily there. So I don't hate it, even though it does cost your TP. It was a decent look.
Yeah, you're kind of checking if EG are paying attention, because FlyQuest doesn't have a lot of plays there. They're boxed into their own base, and if you think they're sending somebody to go get Dragon, your only play is to try and make a pick on someone. So they take a swing, does not hit on this one, but mainly due to good recognition from Evil Geniuses.
Now it's going to be a bit of a stall out as we wait for the next neutral objective to come up. You can expect FlyQuest to kind of stay safe. They did critically not lose any inhibitors, no natural map pressure going in the favor of EG. So even though they've lost 2 Barons, FlyQuest have done a decent job hanging around in this game. The problem is the Drake stacking has continued during this time, given that they've been pigeonholed on their side of the map. EG have grabbed 3 Drakes in a row, I believe it is.
Are the shields back on?
It was for
that was
positioning. Well, now FlyQuest are just going to see if they can make their way on in.
Wait, these Barons disappear so quickly. Come on.
6,000 HP.
Get in
FlyQuest, they're running out of time. Oh, Ayla's looking for the Dream Flank. He has a flash available, and he's looking for Prince, but he fades onto the bottom side of the map. Armeo is clipping out. Vikla forces him out. Ayla, his one sight, his one target, it's on to Prince, and he and him to go back, but he still has a flash to play with. They found Jojo Pure for FlyQuest. The Radiant Virtue is keeping FlyQuest alive. Vulcan goes back in for the headbutt. Armail is slow on HP. He's blinking. Vikla finds another kill, but Unforgiven is able to answer back. Ayla finds a huge stun. Armail is trying to see if he can add any other damage to the fight without going down, but it's just all Unforgiven all day as Ayla leads the charge, finding Vulcan on the back end of it. The crash down forces the flash out of impact. The rest of FlyQuest have to
Kill, but he's picked.
and there's a dragon available. It's Mountain Soul on the line. Armail turns out the lights. Prince is forced to use his flash. Ayla goes over the wall with the Magnet Storm and the crash down, finding Speak on the back end of it. And Revenge is trying to cut off the rest of the damage from Vikla and Prince so that he cannot help Speaka get out alive. The knockup goes in. It's a huge one for Vulcan, but it's a last-ditch effort as Evil Geniuses are the one that reign on top. Team Vulcan is eviscerated. Team Ayla reigns supreme. The vendetta is won for Ayla's favor as they will advance into the base and take out FlyQuest.
0-2 and 14 for Ayla, getting his revenge against Vulcan, winning the swap of rosters. EG are going to go up to 4-1.
We're still sandbagging. Just wait. You just wait.
The plot twist is coming.
The plot twist is coming. Next time.
Evil Geniuses, and look at the